it's definitely one of the greatest things that's happened to my health and my life. So, I show much appreciation and give thanks for the whole movement and what it's doing for humanity. So that's basically my take on it. I want everyone to live up to their fullest potential and just create heaven on earth for themselves and for everyone around them. And I firmly believe that diet is a key aspect in doing that. On the physical level, on the physical plane, I believe it's one of the most serious, most important things you can do to enhance your connection to the divine and to nature and to everything, and to just live life and have fun. Take your shoes off and run barefoot and eat flowers and eat wild edibles and just commune with nature and regain your health, regain your strength, and figure out your life's work and do what you need to do for humanity. And this diet can help you attain that clarity. And again, if you don't choose to eat this diet, that's fine, that's great. You certainly don't have to do anything that you don't want to, and it might not be the diet for you, but obviously there's multiple benefits to it, and if you can even incorporate certain things into your diet, then you've done enough. If you're supporting organic growers, you've already done so much. If you're ingesting a particular superfood, you've done so much for yourself. So it's little steps for sure. Cleansing is crucial. Cleanse the body and live up to your full potential. So.
Why are there such discrepancies between the views of the raw food proponents? Is that the right word? Does it have to do with your schooling, do you think? Has that influenced your perspective on the raw food diet in such a way that it is different than other guys? Because everybody seems to have some really radical differences in their thinking about the approach to the raw food diet, what's correct and
right. Well, a lot of my knowledge comes from experience. I've tried numerous different, since I've done the raw food diet, I've tried, I've done fruit diet, I've tried heavy grains and dehydrated foods, all gourmet stuff. I've done the all green diet, and I think I definitely look to certain people in the movement. I have the utmost respect for Dr. Gabriel Cousens and David Wolfe. I believe they're the most cutting edge people in the world of nutrition that we know of in the world, period. They're creating a whole new paradigm in nutrition that is passing by many people, and they're breaking things down to levels that are so simple yet so quantum physical too, that no one can even argue with the information that they're discovering, the way they present it and the studies that back it up. To me, it just shows that chlorophyll is just so key nowadays, and from what my studies have shown too, unless you're on an island, you're going to need a lot of detoxing chlorophyll-rich foods. You're going to need to really combat the effects of the radiations and toxins you're being bombarded with. I think a lot of people, again, it goes back to that whole curve, the 1.4 million different variations. Everyone's different, and what works for someone, they go tell everyone that I've been eating strictly papayas for 3 years, and this is going to be the best diet for you right here and now. And then other people are saying, oh, that's absurd, studies have shown, and this and that. Everyone's just got something that works for them. So a lot of the advocates in the raw food world are definitely coming together and meeting in the middle ground. There's definitely been different theories, you could say, between many different proponents over the years, and now they're finally like coming together and realizing that we really need to work together on this and just help do our job, which is heal people. So they're definitely coming together now, and but to me, it's kind of like, my standpoint is kind of, I can say out of all the diets that I've tried, the green diet, which is absolutely really no sugars, other than maybe like a green apple, like a sour apple or some lemon here and there, has been the most balancing, nourishing, healthy diet it's the best I've ever felt when I did that diet, the green diet, which Gabriel Cousens is a big proponent of, and a lot of people are definitely tuning into that, the reality of that diet and the benefits of that diet. And they've been doing that diet at the Tree of Life for almost a year now, and they said they're getting results that they never thought were possible. So again, there's just so many different variations. I say incorporate everything into it. As I was talking about, the benefits of the greens and whatnot, there's the pH, the alkalinity, the effects, the combats the effects of the environmental toxins and so on and so forth. So that's kind of what's going on in the movement. So any other?
Is the ideal diet a mono diet where you're just eating fruits and vegetables and pretty much separately by themselves, one at a time?
It might be for certain people, for sure. It's definitely going to be, in terms of digestion, that would be the best diet, hands down. Because to just eat one food at a time, your body, the digestion is going to be just the best that it can be. So that diet is going to be fantastic for someone that has digestive troubles, and it might be good for most people for a period of time. Depends on what your path is with diet, where you want to go, what your evolutionary process is with diet, nutrition. Maybe you want to be, progress into a breatharian soon. If so, yeah, go mono diet, go liquiditarian, go breatharian. There's different steps, so it depends on what your goals are with it. So, like I said, everyone's different. So, I've tried the mono diet too. It worked great. My digestion was fantastic when I did it. So, you would definitely need to focus on one food though that like has all the minerals you'd ever want. Because there's not that many foods that contain certain minerals that you get only in wild foods. If you're eating wild foods, you could do fantastic with that. But to be like, a grocery store produce consumer, you're gonna, there's certain things you're gonna want to incorporate into that mono diet that you might not get at the grocery store. So.
I'm sure everybody asks you this. It's the most common question asked for a raw foodist, even a vegetarian. Where do you get your protein?
Wow. I have heard that quite a few times. Well, as I said earlier, the most complete proteins that we know of are, spirulina and bee pollen. I did a diet analysis of a typical diet, or a typical daily diet for me, which consisted of only one meal that day too. I ate one meal, which happened to be a salad even, and then the rest was I did a juice in the morning and I believe I did a juice at night. And I calculated the protein content, the fat content, the calorie content, everything, the carbohydrates, sugars, and my gosh, it was appalling. I found that I had 125 grams of protein on that day. Out of one meal, I had one meal. And I had, I don't even know, an astronomical amount of fat. All good fat, of course, And the calorie intake was absolutely phenomenal too. I believe it was something like, I don't even remember, 4,000 calories or more. And basically it's just because I do juices with, I put the Vitamineral Green Superfood Complex in with, bee pollen, and I use Also, too, that's one thing that that just dawned on me is that a lot of vegetarians, vegans, raw foodists don't supplement good oils into their diet.